Hello everyone. It's a fantastic day today. It's the middle of February and it feels like spring. It's been a few warm days, so the ice is gone. Oh, it's so nice. I have hopes also for this year that we're gonna have a spring and a summer. So today I'm gonna talk about 3 different action cameras and which one is the best for kayaking and water sports. Yeah, of course it's all up to everyone's taste what I like best, but I'm gonna talk about some pros and cons about these 3 cameras. So I have here the one I have had longest. It's the GoPro Hero 10. I know there is a newer model out, but I haven't bought that one. I usually buy every second generation, so 4, 6, 8, 10. We'll see if I will continue with that. The next one is the DJI Osmo Action 3 or Action 3. I've had it for 6 months or so. And then it's my Insta360 X3. The 2, except for the GoPro, there are the latest models of these cameras. So let's start with the GoPro. I have some notes here I have to check. So pros and cons for the GoPro. Well, there are a lot of videos out on YouTube comparing these cameras and which one is the best and so on. So I will not go into details. I will not talk about resolution and sensor size, and even I will not talk about microphone, how good it is or bad it is. But I'm gonna talk about them in the way we use them on a kayak or maybe on a surfboard or a stand-up paddleboard or something like that. So GoPro, well, this is had or has been the king of the action cameras for many years, but I don't know if it's that anymore. That for sure there are some serious contenders for the top of the throne now. So I have some cons for it and something I like about it. You can use it as a webcam. I use it quite often. I don't have a actual webcam at home. I use my GoPro and actually also the DJI Action 3 is easy to use as a webcam. The resolution on the GoPro, it's the best of all the 3. It's 5.3 megapixel. So you can zoom in when you're filming. Afterwards in post-production you can zoom in quite a lot, and that is good with the GoPro. The new battery you have for this one is, they call it the winter battery. It's a white or light gray color on it. The normal battery is blue. This new battery is very good. And I'm out in the winter time now. It's not so cold today, but I'm out in the winter. I'm filming when it's very cold, and this one with the new batteries, it works actually. And the best thing with this one is you can buy a remote control for the GoPro cameras. They have changed the remote. I think they're a 3rd generation or so now on the remotes, but it's excellent remote. It's also watertight, so you can have it on your paddle, on your wrist or on your PFD, whatever, and it works very good. You can operate more than 1 camera at the same time. So I think that is actually the biggest pro for this camera. It's the remote, absolutely. Many times I want to put the camera in the bow, in the front of the kayak, filming aft, and I can't reach it, of course. Or if I want it put in the far aft of the kayak and the film, and I can't reach it, then the only thing to do is to use the remote, or all these cameras you can connect to your telephone. but to have when you're out kayaking, maybe even surfing and taking up your telephone, it's not a good idea. It's much better you have a remote, it's on your paddle or on your wrist or somewhere. Much better. So that is absolutely the best thing with a GoPro camera. I've had problems with it when it's too hot. There's been a lot of reviews about that. It can't take the heat, and I've used it when you're out kayaking. Usually there is some wind around and stuff like that, or you're in the water, so it never gets really hot. So I never saw the problem. But this winter I've been quite a lot in a swimming pool, a swimming hall, indoors. It's maybe 25 degrees centigrade and no wind, and this overheats. It won't work. It stops after 5-10 minutes. It's useless almost indoors. So I don't like it in that case. And I've had issues with my GoPro cameras during the years. Is this my 4th, 5th model? And my Hero 6 was not good at all. My Hero 8, I don't trust it. And also this one, it's good, it's better, but I don't trust it 100% actually. It's, I don't know, there is something. Price, it's in the middle of these 3 cameras. I will put up the prices up here somewhere or in the next screen. It's about 6,000 Swedish kroners. It's expensive. But they all are. If you want good cameras, they are expensive. So that was the GoPro. The next one, DJI Osmo Action. The pros, the price, this is the cheapest of them. There is 5,000 kroners about. And they have a special mount. The GoPro has what they call fingers on the new ones. Some have a concern if they are strong enough. I find them strong enough and you can replace them, so that's okay. But if it's broken, you might lose your camera somewhere in the surf or some place where it's deep water. It's not so fun. So I'm not sure. But it seems like they're working okay. You have to put some oil or something when you've used it a lot, especially if you use it in salt water. Of course, you clean it when you come home and wash it in fresh water, but still I use some vegetable oil sometimes in the hinges there to keep them to be easy to open and close. Well, the DJI Action 3, there is a small magnetic thing, yet you put it there. It's very strong, and it's easy to very easy to detach and attach. And if you have 3-4 of them, you can put them on different mounts, and it's very easy to move around. You don't have to use all the screws and all the things that you normally use for the GoPro camera. So this is a big pro for this camera. What else? Battery, good battery time. And this doesn't have the problem with the heat as I have with my GoPro camera. I've used it in the swimming hole without any problems at all. It's been working perfectly. You can use it, as I said, as a webcam. It's easy to use together with my DJI wireless microphone. There is an adapter that you put inside for the USB-C port, and it works with the receiver very good, so you can use it with this wireless microphone. It works very good, easy. For the GoPro you have to buy the media mod, and then it's not the wireless thing, it's on the camera. Of course you don't use this when you're out kayaking, but sitting like this. Also they have a very nice case for the batteries. You can put 3 batteries inside, and it's also power bank. I don't know how many times you can charge your batteries in that case, two times maybe, and but it's perfect. You use the camera, you're down to 20% or something, you change to a new one, you put it in the case, and in an hour or 2 it's ready to go again. It's very good. I like that. Both the GoPro and this one, you can change the lenses. That's good. On my previous GoPros I've had the Hero 8, I think. You can't do that, and that's not good. If you scratch your lens, the camera is ruined. But here you can change it. Good, perfect. The big con with this camera is you don't have a remote control. I've been searching on the internet for it. They don't have it. That is what I miss when I use this one. I would really like to have that. So if I put it in the front of a kayak, I have to ask a friend to switch it on or switch it off. But all these cameras are voice controlled. You can control it with commands. But, well, I've had a lot of issues with my GoPro cameras. Sometimes it works. GoPro stop recording. Sometimes it doesn't. If it's a bit windy, no, it won't work. Then you need someone to help you to press the start button. So, well, still good quality camera. It's filming in 4K. The GoPro 5.3K, so that's better. Quality-wise, in the film you get out of it, it's the same. I can't see much of a difference. Maybe the GoPro is a little bit better when it's dark, but I don't really film when it's dark. And well, I like both cameras. As I said, 1,000 kroners or $100 cheaper, and the mount very nice and easy to connect to your computer with USB cable and use as a webcam. Then we have the last one. Well, I forgot one thing on these 2 cameras. Both of them have a screen in front. The GoPro, this is the newer ones, are bigger screen than the previous models. I like it a lot, and it's a little bit bigger screen, or almost the same on the DJI one, but it's a touch screen on the front of the DJI camera, so you can actually control some of the settings from the front of the camera, and I like that a lot actually. That's very good. If you have it just in front of you on the kayak, filming towards yourself, like taking a selfie or filming, and you can control it. It's nice. I like that. So now let's go back to the Insta360 camera. It's a very different camera. It's got 2 lenses, one on each side, and you can film 360 degrees, both like this and like this. And it's a huge resolution, but that is the total resolution you have in the 360. So in post-production, you go down and take the part you want to show, and then you're down to 1080p or something. So it's not even 4K, but usually that is the format or the resolution I use when I'm putting out videos on YouTube. So it's okay, it works. The quality is good on the film you get. Of course, you cannot zoom in so much as you can with the other 2, then you will lose resolution quite quickly. But the versatility, the way you just put it up somewhere on a mount, you don't have to think about how you place the camera. You just put it there. It's never mind how you place it. You can always afterwards get the perfect shot. And you can be much more creative with this one. You can play with how you use the shot. You can pan the camera. It looks like you're panning the camera, but it's fixed on your kayak. You can put it on a higher stick. I don't have it with me here. It's a selfie stick, they call it, and it's invisible because down here is the only place you cannot film. So it's kind of take away the stick and you won't see it. And if you put it up, I have some videos coming here, and it's like you have your own small personal drone with you. You can use it in such a nice way and film you from different directions, and well, it's a fantastic camera in that way. So yeah, that is the biggest pro for this camera. It's you can be very creative with it. Good battery life, really good. What else? It's a lot of accessories to it. GoPro is fantastic with accessories, but the GoPro accessories works, a lot of them also on the DJI camera, and the mount works for this one as well. Very good stabilization. They all nowadays have good stabilization, but when I put it on the kayak, I put my GoPro on the kayak, filming forward, I switch off the stabilization because it looks very strange. It doesn't look natural, the movement of the kayak, because the horizon is still and the kayak is moving. It's better to take the stabilization off. You will have a better image quality, a little bit bigger, because the stabilization shrinks the image a little bit, and you will have a more natural movement of the kayak. So if I remember, I always switch off the stabilization when I'm using the GoPro or the DJI Osmo Action. But this one you use in a different way, because you're not filming just straight forward. You're filming on the sides, you're filming backwards, upwards, downwards, everywhere. So if you put it on a high selfie stick or a high stick and on a mount, it will be a little bit shaky, moving, and you think it's not gonna be anything. It's gonna be terrible film clips or video clips. It's not gonna work, but it does work. With this stabilization, it takes away all the shaking. It's fantastic in that way. I really like it. You can play with this a lot more than with the other two cameras. You cannot use it as a webcam. I've seen some third-party programs that you should be able to use it as a webcam. I haven't got that working. The price, 7,000 Swedish kronor. It's very expensive. And you have to be careful with the lenses. They are not protected very well. They're sticking out and you can't replace them. So when you don't use them, you use some kind of case. This comes with the camera. So you have to be a little bit more careful with this camera. Also, when you come home and you want to use your video clips, you first have to use your a special software from Insta360 to get the angles of the video you want to use. It's easy to use it. It's no problem. It's very easy to use this program, and it's a lot of fun to play with it. But then I export it to Premiere Pro, and so I have to do it in 2 steps. There is a plugin for the Premiere Pro to do it already there, but it's more complicated there. The program that DJI supply you with is much easier to use. So it's a little bit more work with this camera when you come home, but you can do a lot of fun with it. So that's about it. So what camera do I prefer then? And that's very hard. And what should you have? Also very hard. Let's see. Yes, it depends a little bit on how you like to use it. The GoPro camera, they've been around for a long time. And you probably have a previous version. And if you don't have it, well, you have to buy all the accessories. But if you have a previous version, you have a lot of the accessories already. So it makes sense to buy a new GoPro. If you want to have a good camera and you're on a budget, I would say the DJI Action 3 is a really good camera. It doesn't have the same resolution as the GoPro, but it usually doesn't matter much. And the quality, the image quality, it's the same as for the GoPro. I can't see any difference. It works well. So if you are on a more tight budget, absolutely the DJI camera. If you're more into the filming stuff and you want to be more creative and do a lot of fun stuff, then it's the Insta360 X3. I would recommend that. It's a lot of fun, but it's also it's not limiting you. It's the other way. You're so creative, so sometimes you actually need something that is only one angle, that is simpler, faster in post-production. So usually you would need something more than just this one. And a modern camera on the mount, the most cameras now are watertight, or if you have a watertight case, you can use your Samsung or your iPhone for filming. These shots I'm talking about, that's a more static shots. But for the creativity, this is fantastic. It's a lot of fun. More work, yes, but also you can be very creative and have all these special shots and effects and things you don't have with the other two cameras. So yeah, it's hard to say, and I'm sorry to say, GoPro, I think you're not on the throne anymore. On the top of the throne, at least. You're on second place, I think. I think the Insta360 X3 has taken the top place, especially for us out kayaking. I will make another video sometime in the future, I hope not too long, about different mounts, how to mount your cameras, this one and also the other two, and different things to think about. So, well, very hard to choose one. They're all good. You will not be disappointed with any of them, that's for sure. And one thing to remember, if you buy one, try to buy one with a kit. Usually that comes with some extra kit with extra stuff, but with extra batteries and some kind of charging station, some kind of there is a usually small charging station that you can put your batteries inside. It will help you a lot, and you need, I would say, normally 3 different batteries. If you're on a longer trip, you need 4 or 5 batteries if you cannot charge them or during the trip. If you have a big power bank, it's possible to charge them a few times, but you need extra batteries. It's not enough with the one that the camera comes with. So buy the camera with this special kit or bundle. It will be worth it, actually. So yeah, I think that's enough for this beautiful February day. Oh, it's fantastic with the sun. We haven't seen it much now lately. So I hope this video helped you a bit, and try to buy one. One of these, anyone is good. And start your YouTube channel, or put it on Facebook, or just show your family. It's a lot of fun, and you will have memories that you can keep, I don't know for life, but for a long time anyway. So thank you, and see you again. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't done that already. Thank you very much.